Hey guys, Chris here, back from C&H Small Engine. Got another quick video here for you today. Got a custom machine we picked up here about last Saturday, I believe, a Saturday morning around 12 noon. They won the machine, have it typical routine maintenance. The guy lives about 3 or 4 miles from me here, and he was a former customer because he had a couple other machines. He had a couple MTD lawn tractors before this one, and he got sick and tired of the MTD brand, so he decided to purchase a John Deere e160 lawn tractor here. This one has the hydrostatic transmission on here. This one also has the 48-inch cutting path on here as well too for the actual deck. You have 3 blades on this machine here. This is what it looks like on the side of the actual deck right down here. They call it the edge cutting system. You have a 48-inch deck, and you have your big side discharge chute on here as well too. So you flip that up and you have your blades underneath there as well too. The guy wanted new blades put on the machine, so we obliged his request. He did have 3 new blades for us to install, so we installed 3 new blades. You have 1, 2, and 3 on the actual deck for the 48-inch cutting path on here as well too. So here's what it looks like on the side of the machine right here specifically. Here's the front end. Got nice big bumpers up front. John Deere logo right there as well too. And there's your top down view as well too. Plus your other side over here as well. Zoom out on here a little bit for you. There you go. And the other side, you have your adapter for your hose to clean out your deck. If you want to do that, you have a little hose adapter right here. Plus you have your other information on here. It says the edge cutting system, 48-inch path. And up here you have your height adjustment handle. You have low for 1, and you have high for 4 right here. And you have your nice big knob on here to adjust that. And it says move height adjustment right here for that as well too. You simply pull out and you slide your deck down like so, and then moves your deck down. Now your deck's fully bottomed out as it is against the actual ground. In order to flip it back up, you just take it over here, pull it back up, and you're back up to your top position as well too. Plus on the other side over here, you have your emergency brake right here. Emergency brake that's hooked to your parking brake right here as well too. You have your throttle up here plus your choke. Your choke is all the way forward, so whenever you want to engage the actual choke, you have to push it all the way forwards to right about there. That's your choke, and it backs off with a spring-mounted spring assembly, and that's a max speed right there for that as well too, as it is. The other side of the machine, we'll go on the other side here. You have your blade engagement for your PTO, your electromagnetic PTO right here. You also have your ignition key over here as well too. There's your ignition key. You have stop. You have 4 positions on this one. You have stop. You have your headlights with the running of the actual engine, plus your cranking of the engine right here as well too. Plus this position right here is having the engine running with no headlights actually on running. And down here in the back, you have your fuel tank. We don't call gauge. Fuel tank gauge is right here. And this measures your fuel capacity in your engine's reserve tank. Right back here. Here's your fuel tank. Got your little logo on there for your fuel. So you can zoom in here. Probably really can't make it out, but this is your fuel tank. And you have your return lines plus your input line going down to the carburetor as well too. And there's your seat right there as well too. Your seat, primary seat where you sit at. You got your little cup holder right here, and you have your hydrostatic drive right here. Primary one here is for forward motion. That's forward speed. Max speed's about 4.5, 5 miles an hour. And you have your reverse gear right here as well too. That's your reverse and forward motion. And in the back here, you have your bagger assembly. The guy did not install his chute or side discharge chute, but this is what your bagger assembly looks like on the back of the machine. Getting our side shot up here in the back. There you go. And this thing flips up just like so. You have your 2 little baskets in the back. I believe they hold like, I don't know, 1.5 bushels. I can't remember exactly, but they probably have at least 1 bushel capacity right here specifically for the actual bags. So that's what they look like in the back. Go ahead and flip that back down. There's your John Deere logo as well too. And we'll go ahead and show you what the engine looks like here. Let me get this thing flipped up here. You want to lift your engine compartment up. You can do it on the front right here, or you can do it on the side. Anybody, you can basically grab it anywhere. You can even grab it on the louvers right here. And most people just grab it in the front right here as it is. Pull that up, and you have your engine compartment right here. Have a John Deere. Well, they basically rebrand the John Deere Briggs and Stratton engine on these machines. You have a let me give you a shot here for it. John Deere Extended Life Briggs and Stratton engine specifically. Got chrome plated valves, cast iron sleeves, full pressure lubrication on here, premium oil, air, and fuel filters on here as well too. It is a V-twin engine powered by Briggs. Advanced debris management on this one right here. Plus it's 24 horsepower, gross horsepower right there. 724 cc's. Max rated horsepower at 36 RPM, or 3600 I should say, sorry about that, for max rated power. And you have your valve covers over here. There's your valve cover right here on the one side, and you have your muffler assembly down here. You have 2 pipes, 1 pipe for the left side, 1 pipe for the right bank. And you also have your fuel pump. Here's your fuel pump right here. Your fuel pump has a we want to call a tube that goes from the one side of the valve cover right here, and it goes up to the actual fuel pump right there. And that's how the fuel pump works. It works by the pulses coming off of the actual valve cover right here as well too. And you have your fuel filter down here, right here. Let's see, get this thing out of the way here a little bit more. There we go. There's your fuel filter right there, guys. That's what it looks like for your fuel filter. And these newer models out here, they have these quick, easy change oil filter system on there, where you simply unscrew the actual oil filter right here and slap a new one on here. They do not recommend changing the actual oil on here. They do only recommend adding oil to the machine when it gets low and needs to be refilled properly. Me personally, I think that's a bad idea, because they have provisions for draining out the oil, because you have a drain plug right down here. So it'd be a good idea to actually drain the oil out if you do want to maintain your maintain your oil capacity, and also maintain the additives built into the oil as well too. So anytime you do an oil change, I do not recommend doing the simple quick 30-second oil change on these machines. I recommend changing oil with the oil filter as well too, in order to provide your machine with brand new fresh oil in there once you actually do the actual routine maintenance on the machine as well too. So we'll go to the other side of the machine here. You have your valve cover on this side. You have your model number, type and code right here. This thing wipes off here. This thing zoom in here for you a little bit. Let me see if we can get a better shot. There we go. Model number is 40U877, type 001 or 0017G1, and the code is 18 on there first. So this machine is basically about a year old. So it's still in relatively good shape. No problem with it whatsoever. Battery works perfectly fine. You have a John Deere battery in there as well too. So we'll go ahead and fire this sucker up here for you guys. And put this cover back in over here on the other side. This thing popped out of place. There we go. Get back that in there. Let me get that back. There we go. They got real crappy covers now. These things out here, they can be a real bitch to get back in here. So bear with me here for a couple seconds while I get this thing in here. I'll get it in later. Okay, we'll flip it down here. Okay, we'll fire it up here. Okay, in order to start it up, you got to push the brake down over here first. You want to lock it in position. Your parking brake is in current position right now. It's in park position. And you also want to push up on your actual throttle choke right here as well too. So you want to push up on this. And once you push up on that, your other hand, you want to engage on the starter down here as well, to the starter key. Start keys right here, so I gotta put my camera down real quick here while I do that, but I don't have 4 hands. So we'll go ahead and push up on the actual throttle here to the choke position, and in my other hand I will turn the ignition key to the on position over here as well too. So I'm gonna do that better shot. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta turn it all the way over like that. Machine fired up great. It's slow speed right here. It's max power. I'll give you a shot of the engine on here as well too. Let's turn the headlights on here, make sure they're on okay. Headlight is on back there. And headlights are running. Looks good to me, they're both working fine. Go ahead and pop the cover on here again. Engine's running great. We'll go ahead and gun this sucker up here. So, bear with me here. Let me turn the key up, or turn the control lever up. Works great, no problem with it whatsoever. Let's shut it off again. So the machine's basically running great, and I'll give you a shot of the actual identification tag for the machine as well too. They have it on the lower left corner panel back here in the back. Let me see if I can give it a shot. Your John Deere identification tag is always located back here, so let me see if I can give you a better shot here for you guys. So you can zoom in here. There's your identification tag for the machine, the e160 type. And that's basically everything I can do about this specific video. If anybody has any comments, questions, whatnot about this machine, feel free to leave me a message here, and we'll try to get back to you with some kind of a basic question about this one at a future date. So here's another shot. I'll see you guys. Have a nice day.